The old man was a legend in his village. His name was Nuri. He was known for his strength, skills, and courage. But more than anything, he was revered for his heart, for the big space in it that made him generous and kind. But one day, when Nuru was around 20 years old, his father died, and his father left him an inheritance. It was a huge inheritance. And even though the old man was generous, he kept the inheritance for himself. Why? Because he knew what it was like to be poor. He knew how important that money was. So he worked hard, saved money, and decided to invest it in his son, so that his son would never have to suffer the way he did. Nuri studied hard, learned many skills, and started his own business with his father's inheritance. The business grew, and soon he became one of the richest people in town. And as he grew older, his heart didn't change. He remained kind and generous. People started calling him the living saint. One day, however, everything changed. One evening, a group of armed men stormed into his house. They were looking for him. "Where is Nuri?" they shouted. "What did I do to you?" he asked them. "Why are you looking for me? You have something that belongs to us," one of the men said, drawing closer. "Give it to us, and we will spare your life." "I don't know what you're talking about," Nuri replied, trying to act as innocent as possible. "I have nothing that belongs to you." But the leader didn't believe him. He searched the whole house, but he couldn't find anything. When the coast was clear, Nuri quickly called his son and told him to take all the money and hide it somewhere outside town. He also told him to stay out of town until he came back. Then he went out to face the intruders. "I'm sorry," he said to the men, "but if you want to kill me, you'll have to go through my dead body." And then he attacked them. He fought like a lion, hitting and kicking anyone who came close. But there were too many of them, and sooner or later he would get tired. So he had to come up with a plan. As the battle raged on, Nora called out to the men, shouting, "Take my life, but leave my honor intact." They paused and looked at each other. One of them stepped forward and punched him hard in the stomach. Then another came and kicked him in the ribs. Finally, they tied him up and dragged him to their ship. As they prepared to sail away, one of the pirates turned to the young apprentice standing next to him and said, "Do you see that old man there? Do you know who he is?" "Who is he?" the apprentice asked. "That old man is our greatest enemy," the pirate replied. "If we don't kill him today, he will come after us and destroy us all." "But why?" the apprentice asked. "Why does he hate us so much?" "Because he's the only one who hasn't given up on us yet," the pirate said. "He could have killed us easily, but instead he chose not to. He chose to keep fighting, to keep hoping that one day we would change our ways and become good people again. That's why we have to kill him. If we don't, he'll be a bad example to us." They took Nori to a clearing and prepared to execute him. The young apprentice felt terrible. He didn't want to kill the old man, but he was just a young apprentice, and he had to listen to his master. So he closed his eyes and raised his sword, just as he was about to strike the killing blow. However, he heard a voice. "Stop." The voice was strong and confident, and it sent shivers down the spines of the pirates. When they turned to see who had spoken, they saw a young man standing behind them. He was tall and muscular, with a determined look on his face. "Who are you?" one of the pirates asked, drawing his sword. "What do you want?" "My name is Nemo, and I'm here to stop you from killing my father," the young man replied. "Why should we do that?" one of the pirates asked. "Because he's done nothing wrong," Nino said. "And besides, killing an unarmed man would be a sign of cowardice." "Oh, so you want to fight us, kid?" the pirate sneered. "Bring it on," Nino replied, and he charged. He fought like a man possessed, knocking the pirates off their feet and sending their weapons flying. In a matter of seconds, he had defeated all of them. Then he turned to his father and said, "Come on, Dad. We have to get out of here before they regroup." Together, they fled into the forest. When they were sure they were being followed, they stopped and turned to face their pursuer. "Leave us alone," Neri shouted. "We mean you no harm," one of the pirates said. "We just want to talk." "Talk?" Neri asked. "What do you want to talk about?" "About honor," the pirate replied. "You showed great honor by saving your father's life. We would like to offer you a place in our crew. You can be our first mate." "I appreciate the offer," Nino replied, "but I'm not interested in becoming a pirate." "Why not?" the pirate asked. "You seem like a good fighter. You could earn lots of money with us." "I don't want your money," Nino said. "I have enough." "What? How can you afford to turn down our offer?" the pirate asked. "Are you rich?" "Yes, I am," Nino replied, "and it's all because of my father. He taught me the value of hard work and honesty. Those are the things that have made me rich, not the other way around." "So you're saying that being honest is what made you rich?" the pirate asked incredulously. "That's right," Nino said, "and that's why I'll never join you pirates." The pirates were furious, but they couldn't deny the truth of Nino's words. They had been pirates for years and had stolen and murdered countless people. They knew that they weren't honorable, but they had never thought about changing their ways. Now, seeing how honorable and honest Nino was, they felt ashamed. They had been so focused on stealing Nori's money that they hadn't realized that his real wealth was his character. One of the pirates finally broke down and apologized to Nori. "I'm sorry I ever came after you," he said. "I know that you're right. Being honest is the best policy. I forgive you," Nori replied. "But please, if you ever meet someone who's as honest and honorable as my son, don't try to force him to join you. Instead, learn from him." The pirates nodded their heads in agreement. They knew that Nori was right. They had been fools to try to force Nino to join them. From that day on, they became honest men, working hard and earning their money the right way. As for Nori and his son, they continued to live their lives the way they always had, honestly and with integrity.